All right, people, he'll be here any second. Let's wrap this up, get it done smoothly, we can be out of here in a reasonable time.
Hello, everyone. Mr. Kilroy is here.
Hi, Tom Kilroy.
Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
nice to meet you. How's your trip, sir?
Good trip. Tom
Hello,
Kilroy.
Mr. Kilroy. I had just a couple things I wanted to cover with you. First, it's going to take us a little bit of time to get everything set up. Not too much time. I promise we're going to keep this simple. Is there anything that I can do for you? Or?
You have coffee?
Yeah, I definitely have some coffee. I will get on that for you.
Sir, if you'll follow me this way, that'd be great.
Mr. Curry, how's it going? I'll be your interviewer today. I just gotta take a quick phone call. I'll be right with you.
Oh, I didn't even realize that the camera was rolling. Okay.
All right, sir, try not to shift too much when you're answering questions. We don't want to stop halfway through and scratch. If you feel uncomfortable or if you want to readjust, just let us know and we'll fix it. All good?
Sounds good. Ready to rock?
Should I keep my answers short or?
Yeah, just be yourself.
Thomas Kilroy interview? Take one.
Good evening. Why don't you tell us a little about who you are and who you're representing today?
I'm Thomas Kilroy, and I represent the families of Amy Hansen, Randy Harris, Emma Grove, and Peter Moore in the ongoing litigation against the Fairfield County Sheriff's Department.
So why exactly are you releasing this footage?
We're releasing the footage because we think it might bring justice to the missing four and perhaps relieve some of the pain and suffering that their families have experienced.
Four internet personalities began production on an episode of their reality series, The Cryptid Project. Randy Harris, Emma Grove, Pete Moore, and Amy Hansen were young, energetic, and enthusiastic. The four vanished without a trace.
They were more than just content creators. They were investigators.
Four creators, four truth seekers, who vanished last year in Fairfield County, Connecticut.
What were they doing out in Fairfield County, Connecticut, you ask? They were hunting a werewolf, or they were at least following a werewolf story. The details are spotty on this.
Cops. The cops are involved in some way, some shape, or some form. You know?
Fairfield County investigators collected their belongings from their cabin and stored them as evidence. Families were left baffled, left without answers as to where their loved ones had gone.
Now, I'm not trying to stir up any panic, but four people don't just disappear. Something's not right here. And whatever happened out there, it might have caught them off guard.
The families obtained legal representation, and after a year-long court battle, the belongings were relinquished. They sifted through the belongings themselves, unknown to them what they would find, along with clothes, toiletries, and camping supplies. They also discovered the camera used by the four, containing the footage they filmed while producing their last episode.
But here's the part that keeps me up at night. Their footage was recovered. Now let that sink in. Whatever they saw, whatever followed them, whatever made them disappear, it's on tape.
I'm making this video specifically for Thomas Kilroy, asking you, please, release the footage from their last ill-fated show.
This is the last known footage of the Fairfield County Four.
If there was a cover-up perpetrated by the Fairfield County officials, why would they have given this evidence over in the first place? Why not just make it disappear?
Well, I have no idea about their motivations. Maybe somebody felt guilty about a botched investigation. Perhaps it was an oversight. Whatever the reason, we're grateful that they did honor the judge's order.
So is there anything the audience needs to know before we present the footage?
Just watch the footage with an open mind. No expectations.
Oh my God! Stay with me. Oh my God!
Hey! Help me! Help me!
Oh my God.
Help me!
We need to get out of here. Oh no!
Looks good. Test. All right. This is the final camera test for the season finale of the Cryptid Projects. Season finale. Fuck. This has been a crazy year. Okay, well, today we are heading to Fairfield County, Connecticut. It's about a 6-hour drive. Going to pick up everyone here in a second. And we are going to look for the elusive Fairfield County werewolf. It's a story I grew up hearing all the time, so. Bags are packed. I think that's everything. Let's see how this goes. Amy! Amy, come on, let's go!
I'm coming, Randy. You're the one that's late.
Okay, listen. Let's just go.
Are Em and Pete good to go?
Yeah, they're in the car.
Okay, cool. Wait, why are you filming this?
It's a documentary. You film everything.
You are such a nerd.
Okay.
Alright, what the fuck took so long?
Randy was late.
Okay. Don't blame this on me, it was you.
I don't know.
Okay, literally, all I had to do is put my earrings in, so.
Alright,
To be fair.
Where the fuck are we going?
Where are we going?
Yeah.
Fairfield County.
Yes.
Alright, somebody's door's still open.
Oh. Fuck.
Randy, your van sucks, dude. Why have... Just give me the camera and you drive.
I think we should let Emma do the camera work this time.
Yeah, give her the camera.
Do you guys really want to see that?
I actually would love it.
It would definitely be something.
The turn radius on this thing is just trash.
I really think for the next one, we need to get one of those like big ass like camper ones. Like,
yeah.
I would not be opposed.
Yes.
Yeah.
What time does the GPS say we're gonna get there?
You just said, wait, where are we going again? Fairfield
Oh
County?
my God.
Okay, but like that's
We've
a
been
big.
planning this for months,
But like,
dude.
I need an exact address.
Okay.
An entire county. We could go. Anywhere.
Wait. But we have so many fun things that Emma and I have planned
Fun?
for us to stop at
We
along
got
the way.
some stops.
Yes, we got a couple cool stops. So.
You guys are already making me want to smoke.
I thought you were gonna quit, dude.
Yeah.
I literally thought.
When did I ever say that?
Literally the last time we filmed.
Well,
If you're gonna smoke, can you at least roll the window down?
Randy, you good? Oh. All right. Tell me when I'm out.
Well,
Sound good, Pete? Hello?
Randy, am I out?
all right. Hold on.
All right, let's wait for this loud ass car. Am I out?
Hold on.
Yeah.
All right,
Sound
let's roll an intro. Peter, you're good to go there.
Well, okay.
All right.
We good?
Yeah, on you.
Alright. We're here in Fairfield County. We just arrived and we are at the West Cemetery, Spooky Vibes, and we're here investigating the werewolf of Fairfield County.
Now, these legends started around the 1700s, but that doesn't stop sightings from happening even in present day. And while the locals aren't so forthcoming about their stories and experiences, that doesn't stop any tourists from snapping pictures of some mysterious creature crossing roads, moving along in the woods, and prowling the dark tree lines. And we're lucky enough to be here on the night of a full moon. So we are fully prepared to investigate these stories and finally put to rest the legend of the Fairfield County werewolf.
That was great.
We got a loud ass car at the end there, but
I mean,
let's move on.
That's fine.
We knew this spot was like a...
Randy, you rolling?
Yep. Yeah.
So
All
Emma
right.
found this place. I am so excited because I completely forgot about this.
You think that's the house?
Yeah.
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 I think
The arch, like the little,
rounded arch,
the little arch.
So what happened here?
So this is the Snedeker house.
Yes.
It's the movie from the film Haunting in Connecticut.
Yes.
Shout out Haunting in Connecticut.
Creepy, creepy, creepy. Let me take a picture. That's so exciting.
So how many people died here?
Why is my camera not working?
a few, I think.
A few people. Looks like people live there.
I am sure people probably live there for sure.
It's crazy.
Oh.
All right. All right. All right. Oh, here, let's get the girls on the center.
Okay. I'm so excited right now.
You sure you don't want sound on this?
I don't know. Can we move
Do
it?
you need sound on this?
I'll
Cool out. Thank you, everybody. I didn't bring sound.
It's fine. What did you say this place was?
Curioporium.
Yeah, Emma and me were like literally scouring like cool things for us to do, and this is what we found.
Yes.
So excited.
We're gonna go check out some oddities and maybe get some more of the scoop on this werewolf.
Yes. I'm so excited.
There's no way somebody knows about the werewolf in this place.
Oh my god, is that a mummy? Oh, I'm like obsessed.
Welcome to Curioporium. Place of curiosity, mystery, and
Your shop is amazing.
Oh my gosh, this place is absolutely incredible.
You want to ask him if he knows anything?
Yes.
So
You might know something.
In town right now investigating the werewolf of Fairfield County, and we were wondering, do you know anything? Do you have any personal stories?
Personal stories with the werewolf? Well, I've heard a lot of stories. A lot of people that come in from the state, you know, they'll have their stories from their local town. Up near the Fairfield area, Fairfield, Litchfield Hills, that's the most haunted place in Connecticut. It's called the Litchfield Flap in that area. And the werewolf is one of those stories. The wild man, which is Bigfoot, supposedly.
Yeah.
But again, there's a grain of truth with everything. So we try to tell people what's strange and unusual in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And cryptids is definitely a thing that Connecticut's known for.
Awesome. Sweet.
So you're hunting it, you're looking for it.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, so we do a show called The Cryptid Project, and basically what we do is we go to different areas and we ask the locals and we kind of do our own little investigation. And this is the next one on the list. We're really excited because I love werewolves. We all love werewolves. And so Fairfield, this legend is one that kind of we just like really wanted to come to the area and check it out because it's a really cool legend. So
It is. In Connecticut, they call it the quiet corner.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of people like to talk about stuff, but they know what's going on. It's just if you get them to talk about it, you'll learn a lot of stuff.
oh my gosh, thank you so
excited.
much.
You're welcome.
We're gonna walk around.
Go and
Do you
explore.
mind if like we
No,
film
absolutely.
a little bit?
Go, feel free, go ahead. Let me know if you have any questions.
Oh my god, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm so excited. My husband's gonna kill me because I'm gonna spend so much money.
Oh, look, guys, werewolf.
Werewolf.
Like these?
Yep, they all should have batteries.
Oh my god, little stop.
There you go.
Okay.
Here you go. Here you go.
I am like literally geeking out, guys. I love this.
Let's go to the back. I bet there's some more creepy stuff in the back.
Yes. We got a ooh and ah.
Yeah. Oh my god! It's a baby werewolf! Oh my god! No.
Crystals and stones have powers far beyond their beauty. Our intention jar experience.
Very
variety of
ooh.
crystals and
I love that one.
ingredients
A Vatican
to create
demon?
A personalized intention jar
Don't-
that can
oh,
help
God.
manifest your
I pushed
desires
it.
in
You should have
intention.
done that.
Ooh.
Muscles, you want to hurry up a little bit? We got shit to do.
You're fucking filming already. God!
Yeah, I'm filming everything. You knew that.
You made me bend my cigarette.
That's not my fault. Come on, hurry up. Get this shit in.
I'm working on it.
Doesn't look like it.
The werewolf ain't going anywhere, bro. Gotta wait for the sun to go down anyway.
It's gonna be down by the time you get this shit in.
Ain't that the point?
Oh my god.
Can you just fuck off?
Sorry.
Not too shabby. I know. Hey. You need some help with that?
Yeah, give me some, Carrie.
No, does it look like I need any help?
Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, fuck you.
I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Just before I hit you in the face.
Hey, wait, did you need some help?
Wow.
Who booked this place? With bigger doors.
Alright, so we finally made it and we are all moved in. Let's go check on how everyone's doing. How you guys feeling?
Pretty good.
Peter, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing?
I don't fucking know.
You want to do the sound here? Look,
No,
trade it, trade it.
okay.
Give me the
Oh,
camera.
okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Jesus Christ. So, we're all moved in. We're staying here for the next few days, and we're gonna head out into the town tomorrow, get some interviews, see what we can find, see if we can get down to the bottom of this whole werewolf shit. Amy,
Yes.
how's it going? You excited?
Yeah. So excited.
Good.
So excited.
So yeah, we're gonna be heading out, and Peter, where the fuck are you going?
Out.
Out where? Whatever. Amy, can you look at the camera? I just want to check focus.
Oh my god, is he so serious?
Seriously.
Did I get her?
Yes! You got me so good.
Cut.
No, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. Thanks. Oh. Thank you, Zion.
Thanks, Randy.
What is this?
Spit it out. Good thing we're not doing a podcast.
I just wanted to thank you all for this past year. I know I haven't been the easiest to be around.
Say that again.
Stop.
No, I haven't. It's been weird. And being back here it's hard, but I don't think I could have done it without you all by my side. So, thank you. It's a year tomorrow since the funeral, and no, it's okay. See, I'm not trying to make any excuses. It's just I'm really grateful to have you all in my life.
Likewise. Why? I'm a fucking dick.
You are, but I'm so grateful to have you in my life. So, to the Cryptid Project.
To the Cryptid Project.
Cryptid Project.
Yay. We love you, Randy.
Randy.
Ooh.
How'd you put in this?
I'm sorry.
It's like the cheapest rum I've ever drank in my life.
Guys.
It was.
We couldn't have planned this more perfectly. It's gonna be a full moon tomorrow. Stop, you're gonna call him out here.
I bet the wolf's a fucking bitch.
So we're here in Fairfield County. It's so cute. It's super cute.
I got my lighter. Randy?
How do you keep losing it?
Yeah, mayonnaise commercial.
Hey, she might know something.
Yeah, so hi. We're part of the Cryptid Project. We do stories about cryptids, and we're here filming about the werewolf legend.
Oh my god, the creature.
Do you know anything about it?
I can tell you about the creature.
Have you had an experience?
Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. Okay, this is what
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, do you want to get this all framed up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's maybe do it
Let's go
over
this way.
there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can like do right here because I feel like this is open.
I get to be on TV?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, yes.
Alright, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Alright, so, guys, which way are we?
You probably
Let's-
Hi. I think over this way probably, Randy.
Yeah.
We might get a view of the cars, but I don't think we get too far.
Nah, that should be fine. Oh, what's your name?
Stacy Wallace.
Stacy Wallace.
Yeah.
Are you allergic to any adhesives or taping?
Why are you asking me that?
Because I'm gonna mic you and
Oh, okay.
Okay, I
No.
think actually the way that you are looks good.
Yeah.
Just a little bit closer, and then
Yeah.
we'll be set. And we can.
Do I have anything in my teeth?
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
So I got so excited.
No, thank you so much for like talking with us about
Yeah.
this. Yes.
Oh yeah, finally. Yes, finally. It's time.
Yes.
It's time. Is this pimple kind of covered?
All right, we're rolling.
all right. Sound is speeding.
How's it sound?
We're getting a little bit of the traffic, but we're good on wind.
Okay.
So
Testing. Does that sound
Erica
good?
sounds all right.
Yeah, Pete, thanks.
Oh, dude, what's your dog's name, man?
Oh, this is Dottie.
Dottie. Hey, Dottie.
Chicken! Sweet chicken!
So cute. Look at those dogs. Bye, Dottie.
Hey, hurry up. We gotta get this. Come on.
All right,
Sorry, we got dogs.
All right, here we go.
All right, on you.
Cool. So we're standing here with local Stacy Wallace. Stacy, could you share your story that you told us earlier?
Yes, of course. So, I remember it was a very quiet night, and I was down at my parents' barn, just making sure that it was all locked up, all the animals were quiet, everyone was safe. And then I heard like a low growl coming from the distance. So of course I looked up and I saw this giant silhouette just in the shadows, and it was, I don't know, it was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, And then it took a couple of steps on 2 feet into this clearing about 300 yards away from me, and it was so tall and kind of like hunched over, and its fur even seemed to like glisten in the moonlight. I don't know. I was absolutely terrified, of course, but I couldn't look away. And then it just kept prowling the perimeter of this clearing before just disappearing into the shadows again. Of course, no one believed me the next day.
Hold for that wind real quick. Okay, say that last bit again.
No one believed me the next day, but I like told my mom and my dad, and they scolded me and said, "Oh, you should never talk about it again." So.
Hold for that bird. Got a lot of chirping.
Sorry about
Baby birds. I'm used to it.
Okay, say that last thing again.
So my mom and my dad, they scolded me. Thanks, Mom and Dad. And they just told me, oh, you should never ever talk about it again. But I swear to God, I saw a creature that night. I did. And to this day, years and years later, I never go outside by myself at night.
So you never saw it again?
No. Never.
Stacy, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today and share your story.
Of course.
Could I also have you sign this for me real quick?
All right, that was great.
Sure.
Cutting sound.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Did it sound okay with all the birds and everything?
Got an autograph.
I mean, it's nice to do.
Okay.
Thank you. I
Okay.
love your hair.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
it's beautiful.
Likewise.
I'll call my cousin for you guys.
Oh, thank you so much, Stacy.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
so much again, Stacy.
Nice meeting you.
I know, I wasn't expecting it to feel like this hot.
I know.
You think the werewolf walks these streets at night?
Yeah.
Probably.
He's
Hopefully it
all
won't be
like-
hot when we do like
Hey,
He's
watch
like,
out,
"Rawr."
watch out.
Interviews
You're running into... That's a nice view.
oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Watch out, you're gonna bump into that.
Randy, you're doing so good.
So smooth.
So smooth.
Yeah.
I'm really good at walking backwards.
You
what can I say?
are.
You know, if nobody told me this place was called Fairfield County, I would say it's called Fairfield County. Just looks like that, you know.
It's so cute though. It just sucks that a lot of people don't want to talk to us.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's the werewolf. See him down there? See him? He's laying on the sidewalk. Let's go ask him some questions.
Oh no, you're in his camera.
Randy, my man.
Yeah.
That camera getting heavy yet?
No. I'll be fine.
Who are those guys? Fucking weirdos.
Fucking weirdo.
Hey! Shut up!
Wait, is that saying half moon?
Says something.
It's Kismet.
Oh.
I was hungry. Maybe we should eat there.
Well, you don't know what it is.
It's a grill cafe.
Coffee and grill
It's a
cafe.
grill. Oh my god, we're starving.
They might have a lighter.
Coffee?
I don't think they have a lighter.
Oh, what is that?
Whoa, that's creepy.
That's creepy.
Oh.
Randy, are you getting up?
Hold on.
Sounds great.
How's that sound?
I mean, for a werewolf legend, are you kidding me, Half Moon? Like, let's be real.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Hey!
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There you go.
We good? We sounded good, Randy?
Good.
Peter?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Cool. So, we're here at a local spot called Venny's Deli, and we're gonna get some food, some lobster rolls, and see if maybe anyone has any, things they want to tell us about the legend and eat.
Yeah. Get some lobster rolls.
All right. Sound speeding. We have a little bit of the restaurant noise,
Sound
but I
good?
think it should be good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We are set. You're good to go whenever. You want to do an intro?
Alright, yeah. Hey guys, we're here inside of Vinny's, gonna get a little sandwich, but also we met Vivian and Lily here who have a story to share with us about the werewolf.
Okay. Go on through, sir. Go on through.
Charlie told us, one of our friends, Charlie, told us that she saw it near her house.
Yeah, that was around the time when Audrey Gibbs went missing.
Yeah.
Did you guys go to school with her?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Is it like something, have a lot of people at your school seen it too?
I think so.
I think so, yeah. A lot of people have been talking about it. at
Especially like
school.
around like the football games at night.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
You guys haven't had any personal experiences?
No, I haven't, no.
What's going on? Are we talking about that werewolf? I'm going to put that werewolf on the menu if I hear one more thing about him. None of you guys belong here. You need a permit. You guys have to make sandwiches. What's going on here?
Sorry.
Come on now.
Let's just go, guys.
Thanks, girls.
I can't believe we got anything though.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
That was, I was not expecting that.
No.
So that's really nice.
We got something. May not have been a lobster roll, but
Yeah.
we got something.
Hey, but they knew the Gibbs girl.
They did. They obviously know what's going on with Audrey, and I feel like now at this point everybody thinks it has to do with the werewolf. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I think we're onto something.
I think so too.
I wonder if their subs were good.
I know.
Heard they're the best
They're
in town.
probably the best.
I literally wish we didn't get kicked out because I want a lobster roll so bad.
You think we should go back in and ask for one with the camera?
Yeah, I think.
Maybe
I mean,
we
I
should.
kind of want to.
All right, Randy, you stay there. We'll go get the lobster.
Yeah.
Can I stay here with Randy because I'm scared?
I mean, I want a lobster roll.
Sorry, is the boom out?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, boom's out. We are getting some like weed whacking or tree trimming out there. I think we can fix it in post.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
All right, sound is speeding.
Candace, please take as long as you need.
Audrey used to walk the lane at night. She said it helped clear up anxieties, helped her sleep. I can remember saying how peaceful the night was. Spring's coming, so the air is like crisp and clean. She didn't come back. But she went out, and so I took the dog for him to go look for her. He didn't want to keep going. He didn't want to keep going, so I felt something in the darkness. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. Bruno, he got out of his collar. He just ran. He ran. And I called for his name, and I called for his name, and he didn't come back. And I just kept going because I knew something was wrong. He just kept going. And I walked, and I walked, and I walked. And then I saw, oh my God, I saw her. I saw her eyes. And then I looked up, and I saw everything was out. Everything was out. Am I a bad mother?
No, please.
I feel so guilty. I just thought they were stories. I didn't know I was gonna lose my baby.
It's not your fault.
I'm so
Talk to the mayor.
I think that's next on our list. Yeah.
His name's Miss Holden. He's an old man. He put a stop to any of this investigation. Can I give you a hug? I'm so sorry. I love my baby back, please. Give me my baby back.
so sorry.
Sound is cutting.
For sharing your story. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Alright, Randy, if you want to do this, let's get this fast while the chainsaws are stopped.
Yeah. I just want to get a little debrief
Sound
after
reading.
everything in there.
I know it keeps hitting us.
How's everyone feeling?
Sad.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Did anyone else find it weird that she had said that she saw her daughter? Like, I thought that they said that her daughter was missing.
Yeah, I did catch that too.
So, which is it?
That whole thing was traumatizing, like absolutely traumatizing.
Yeah.
I think George coming.
I know, girl. I gotta read you my
Who is
name
that?
for sure. Like
I
absolutely.
don't. I'll keep it rolling. Still rolling?
Yeah, I will too.
All right. Hi.
Hello.
Candace let us know you were going to be here.
Oh yeah, we actually just got done talking to Candace.
How are you?
My husband's on the town council.
Yeah.
He doesn't really want me talking to you guys, but I do have a phone number that can help you get in touch with the mayor. So.
Oh, that would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, so while she's doing that, there's some things you should know. Like, the stories that you've heard, they get worse. They're very, like, just heed caution whatever you guys think you're doing. Like, like it's worse
my
than you
phone's
guys
in my
could
bag.
ever imagine.
Here you go.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god, thanks, Randy.
They don't want us talking about
Oh.
at all.
Okay. His last, so that Holden is his last name?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I knew it was Les, but I didn't know his last name. Okay, let me get that number. Okay. Oh my god, thank you so much because we had no idea how to get a hold of him. Like,
Good luck.
okay,
Sorry,
Randy,
I
I
can't
saved
really
that
give you
under
more
okay.
information.
Copy.
You guys-
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Best
cut.
of
Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good time, cut.
Get out of here.
Huh?
Start loading up.
Yeah, let's load up.
Start loading up.
No, what do you say?
I don't know, it was just the way he said it, I guess.
I just feel so sad right now. We probably need to figure out what we're also going to do tonight.
Sound?
Hello?
Huh? What? What? Oh, yeah. Sound speed.
Hello? Testing. Hear me?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
And action.
So we're here at the home of Mayor Les Holden. He's inside right now, so we're going to go get some interviews and kind of try to figure out what's going on with these legends.
Yeah, I'm Emma. We're here with the Cryptid Project.
Oh yes, thank you so much for coming by his house. The office is just in shambles. We're doing construction and it's just too much dust. So thank you so much. Come on in. I will get him for you.
Thank you.
Who the fuck is this guy? You know him? We keep it rolling? He's yep. How you doing, sir?
How you doing?
Good. Yeah.
We rolling?
Randy?
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right,
Okay.
sound speeding.
Thanks so much for seeing us on short notice.
No problem at all. I actually have a theory. When you have the opportunity to be on television, you take it. Okay? What can we do for you?
So I was wondering if you could share with us your thoughts on this werewolf of Fairfield County.
The old werewolf. Werewolf of Fairfield County. Oh, we're well aware of it. You know, it's been around for centuries. Passed down from generation to generation. But every town has a story just like this. Ours might be just a little more colorful. That's all.
No, sir.
I know when I was in high school, it was always the big rage. Go out Friday night looking for the werewolf. So we always thought we would have fun, but mostly ended up boring.
You know, urban legends, wives' tales, you know, if you believe, you believe. You know, but the town folk here, I mean, it's something a little interesting, even a little scary. But to be honest with you, if we're bringing in the tourists, so be it.
Right.
You know?
So what are your thoughts surrounding the circumstances of the disappearance?
I guess they've talked to Candace.
Candace.
Audrey Gibbs?
Audrey Gibbs.
Yeah, she hasn't left us alone since Audrey went missing. Becoming annoying little bitch.
Thank you, Miss Anchors. So exactly what did Candace tell you guys?
Well, basically what she said was that her daughter would take these nightly walks, right? And one night Audrey went for a walk and she did not come back. So, Mrs. Gibbs and her dog went looking for her, but the dog seemed like different that night. It was scared, I guess, and it stopped and ran off in the other direction. She never saw it again either.
Well, you know, let's face it. I mean, we're talking about a mother here who's grieving, you know, and she's looking for somebody to blame. And to be honest, I completely understand. But let me reiterate that Fairfield County is a beautiful, pleasant place. And I'll reassure you both that there's nothing to fear at all. Nothing.
All right.
Is there anything else?
I don't believe so. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh,
thank you.
no problem. So welcome. You're so welcome. And good luck. Please.
Thank you. Thank you. Fine if we have.
Help yourselves.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Let me show you the door.
We were getting a, Randy, we were getting a leaf blower in that, I think. Is that cool with you?
How bad was it?
We can fix it in post?
It's fine. It's fine.
Alright. Sound cuts.
Shit. Peter.
Ah!
Peter, get the sound. Peter, get the fucking sound.
Why?
The guy's coming.
What guy? God, this guy
I
again?
mean, just like what? Yeah.
Hold on.
How are you? Darren Pearson. We're up at the town. Sorry about that. I mean, I didn't get a chance to say hello properly. You know?
Hold on.
The mayor, he could be a little bit, flamboyant. I want you to get a bad image of the town.
Sound is speeding now. We missed all that. It's okay though.
You know, but what the fuck is your problem?
Just hold on. Hold for the plane. Just say all that again if you want to.
I'm a rep at the town. It's nice to meet you. I've seen your guys' stuff. You know, it's good. I know about the show. You guys plan on being around here a bit? Going out tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Doing your thing?
Yeah.
All right. I want you to call this number. I have a proposition for you. My family has been here a long time. We can say since inception, if you will. Give him a call. He'll take care of you, take in a little guide tour. He'll show you where you want to be. You're not going to find anything, but he'll take you where you need to go.
Who's this?
It's my uncle.
Okay.
He'll take you where you need to go.
Okay. Thank you.
But I can't have you coming back here anymore. I don't want you talking to the mayor.
Okay.
As you can see, he's drinking, and that's off the record. I can't have you coming back here again. All right? He'll take.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. No, he told you to come, but just use that as your guide. He'll take care of you. We've been here a long time. All right. Again, if you can call me, my name's Darren.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. Good luck.
All right, see you later, Darren.
Did you get the leaf blower?
All right, we got a leaf blower, planes. What do you want to do? You want to fix it in post?
Yeah, whatever.
The editing software nowadays is insane. Oh. Can't do anything about that guy's hair, though.
I mean, we don't really have any other options.
Fuck it, let's go.
So up to this point in the footage, everything is pretty normal. This is how most of their episodes go. But everything after this is all new to them. They had no idea.
So tell us a little bit about how you felt during the next portion of this film. What did it make you feel the first time you watched it?
Fear.
It's so cute.
I don't know about this guy.
What'd you say his name was again?
Oh, Val, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his name is Val Pearson. His family has been in this area for literally like generations. I mean, we're talking even before this legend actually started.
Yeah, and we met Darren Pearson the other
Guys,
day. He sent us out here to meet him, so what?
Is that him?
I don't know.
Hey.
Are you Mr. Pearson?
You Val?
I am.
Hey, Val. Oh. You still roll? You want sound?
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
You know,
Sound guy.
you don't say. And you are?
Randy.
Randy.
Val, do you mind coming to the middle?
Absolutely.
Come on
Thank you
each
so
side.
much for taking the time to talk to us.
Yeah, first thing we need to go over before I take you adrenaline junkies out here is we're gonna have to go over some things you may encounter out here. You guys got bug spray.
Oh, yes.
You're gonna need bug spray. You're gonna get eaten alive by the bugs. Maybe.
You're not gonna throw us to the wolves, are you?
I see what you did there. Ticks are also another problem out here. I would suggest hats. If you don't have one, check yourself thoroughly. Poison ivy is also something that you're gonna have to look out for. You guys know what poison ivy looks like?
Yes.
What does it look like?
So it's got 3 leaves, and it usually looks like a little teardrop.
Okay. You guys paying attention here? All right.
I'm listening.
Okay. Now we're going to get into some wildlife that you guys are going to have to be aware of, and I want you to listen very carefully. First off, this area has been known to have wolves, but luckily for you guys, they've been run off for the most part when people started building houses and taking over their land. They had to go somewhere. You probably won't find an actual wolf. There have been some black bear sightings a few weeks ago, as a matter of fact. Was that, something that happens all the time? No. But it could happen, and you should be aware of this. Poison ivy, I think I mentioned that. Snakes is the last on the list. Indigenous to this area, we have the timber rattlesnake, and we have a copperheads that you may run into. Here's the important part. If we encounter any of this wildlife that I've spoke of, let me handle it. Okay. I'm sure you guys are, from wherever you're from, not really, I guess, knowledgeable on dealing with copperheads, dealing with bears, dealing with maybe a wolf.
So, with all that being said, I think it's time, kiddos. You guys got that?
Quick question. What about werewolves?
What about werewolves? Well, I guess we'll just have to find out. They're also known to maybe be in the area. Does that answer your question, Randy?
Guess it does.
All right. Are we ready to go or what? We're going to stand around and talk?
Yeah, Randy, I started rolling like halfway through that. There was a plan at the beginning. Is that cool?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
It's good?
Yeah.
Val, can I put my hoodie in your house? It's kind of hot. I don't want to bring it up there. You mind?
Yeah, I guess
Okay,
so.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just need to tuck our
You
stuff
guys go get your stuff together.
All right.
We will meet back in this general area in just a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much,
Thank
Val.
you. Thanks, Val.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Awesome.
Yo, lighter?
Well,
I need a spray bug spray.
yeah. You better spray
Okay,
down.
yeah, I gotta
Get
spray.
bit.
I'm like
Lighter.
getting bit, yeah.
I've got a
No,
feeling tonight's
I
gonna
don't.
be really good.
God, I hate snakes.
Certainly not boring.
Oh, but copperheads are cute because they look like Hershey Kiss like on the designs.
Yeah.
Define
to you.
cute.
They're cute.
What?
Can we speed this up, please?
Oh, yeah. Here, try me.
Okay, I gotta
Sorry.
tuck my socks so I don't get ticks on my jeans.
Did you spray that in your armpit?
You want bit in your armpit?
Oh,
I
this
sure
stuff
don't.
smells so bad.
$10 says he's the fucking werewolf.
I take that bet.
He gives werewolves vibes, right?
He does.
I mean,
It's the beard.
it is the beard. It is the beard. Randy.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, we are rolling.
Sound is speeding. Val, give me a level. Say something funny.
Funny.
Hell yeah, sounds good. Whenever you want, Randy.
All right. And action.
So Val, could you tell us a little bit about your family's origins in the area and kind of what you're thinking is really what these legends are?
Well, I can tell you what these legends are. They're truth. My family knows this. My family's been here for generations. Here in these woods, they made these woods their home. Before the paved roads, before all the town folk came in, this was our home, my family's home. This land is in our blood. And throughout the generations, my grandfather's grandfather would tell tales about these woods, about a creature that walks, half man, half wolf. Now, unless you've really lived here for a long time, longer than any of us have been alive, passed down through the generations, some know these aren't stories. Like the town folk then would say. It'll keep the children out of the woods, they said. They knew more than what they were leading on, for sure.
You know, we got some really great stories from different people here in town, but the mayor seems to not really believe in it.
The mayor? That stuck-up douche turd. You know, I don't like him. He doesn't like me. He doesn't like the fact that my nephew's work, or I don't like it, that my nephew's working for him. I don't like that one bit. Plus, he's a holding. He holds no stake in this part. He doesn't know anything about what I know. And what I know, I can give you a story before we move on.
Yeah, please.
I was about 17, 18 years old. I was out in these woods doing a little squirrel hunting. You guys like squirrel?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're cute.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't getting them for looks. We were squirrel hunting, and it was getting dark. Well, close to this. I knew it was time to get back, because I knew what that night brought. Brought a full moon. And well, I packed up and left. And as I got across through the field, right where my family had a lot of livestock there that also mysteriously starting to die. Just sliced up, mutilated. I got right to the edge, and I heard this howl. I turn around and I see him standing right there along the tree line. And oh, the memories it brings. The sight was gray. Looked like a man. Stood upright. It definitely didn't act like a man. That's when I ran like I've never ran before. Straight to the barn. Got quiet. Thought I may have a chance to get to the house. Well, it was quiet for a minute. And that howl and that growl came out. I took off. Before I got in the house, I looked back, and he's standing there. Like he didn't care that I saw him. I ran in the house, shut the door, kind of blacked out, I guess, after that. There was nothing I was gonna do. But what I saw that night, I'll never forget.
Val, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. So what's the plan?
Well, given what I've told you, you'll find all the answers to your questions right here in the woods. That's the plan.
All right, that was good. Cut. I don't think we need another take. All right, I'm gonna grab some B-roll. We can just walk through the woods.
You want sound on this?
No, it's fine.
Cool.
Right here. Watch your step. These little walls right here.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Watch for your... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look out, Randy. Oh, God, my boom's stuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Amy, Emma, somebody. Come shine. Okay, never mind. I got it.
Oh my god.
Val, you didn't tell me about the tree monsters in these woods.
Where'd you find this guy?
Val, do people come in these woods often?
No, not really. A little adrenaline junkies like yourself doing your little shows. Yeah, we get a lot of them. But I guess for some reason you guys get the special treatment. I've never been asked to be a tour guide, if you will. But I guess they saw something in you guys that they wanted me to give you the grand tour.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Thank you, Emma. It's rough terrain. Little history lesson.
Oh, watch out.
There's
There's a tree, be careful. Oh. Are you sure you don't need someone guiding you?
having a tough time.
Y'all see my lighter?
Shit.
Oh, God.
Randy, you have my lighter?
5-second roll, I guess.
What?
Do people go missing in these woods? Like, is that...
There have been cases, yes. If you're alluding to, is it werewolf related? Again, some of the older town folk believe so.
What about ticks?
For real.
Well, you're in the woods, genius.
So what you're saying is I'm more likely to get bit by a tick than a werewolf?
In any other woods, I'd say yeah. Not here, buddy.
Where are we going?
Well, we're looking for the answers you've come for.
Facts. Randy, you coming? Are you getting the nice wide shot?
Yeah, I'm getting wide. Hold on. This guy's fucking nuts. Hey, wait up. What do you think about this guy? He's fucking nuts. This guy's weird. He's fucking... Fine. I don't know. I don't trust this guy.
Sorry, Randy had to tie his shoe.
Watch out. There's
This is like all poison ivy, so just be careful.
Alright, I'm gonna cut. Rolling. Val, what do you want to show us?
It's just right up here.
Is anyone else burning up?
Oh, yeah, it's so
Randy, will you
heavy.
please take my jacket? Thank you.
Got you.
Right here. It's the foundation of a house that stood here 100 years ago.
Here, Val. Hang on 1 second. Randy, you want me to get sound on this?
Yeah, could you?
Yeah. All right. And sound is speeding.
Yep. 100 years ago, my family's house sat right up there. And this pile of rubble is all that's left. Well, my family spilled a lot of blood soaked in these soils. Yeah, a lot of memories. Some good, some not so good.
Hold on, guys.
What?
Something moving down there. It's getting louder.
What?
Hold on, let me get closer. I might be able to figure out which way it's coming from.
Oh my God!
It's definitely that way.
Oh,
No,
yeah, it
no.
definitely
We gotta
is that
go.
way.
No,
It definitely-
no. It's not the time. No, I strongly advise not doing this.
Val, we might actually get something.
Yeah. You don't know what's out there.
Randy, what do you think?
I mean, chances are it's like a bobcat, there's bear, there's coyotes, there's mountain lion. Like, it could be.
The wolves up here?
Could be.
We gotta go.
Like actual wolves?
No, look, did you guys not hear anything that I've said? These woods are dangerous.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Come on, guys,
Yeah,
let's go.
we have to.
Just come with us. We need your help.
No, I can't help you on this
It's
right
moving
now.
that way.
No, I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, it's definitely coming from, yeah.
Thank you for your help, Val. We gotta move, guys. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Going, Randy?
Yeah.
Going to keep rolling?
Yeah, do you still hear it?
Guys, hurry up!
Hold on, wait, stop moving. No, whatever was moving is not moving anymore.
But it came from this direction.
It came from that direction. Like, it was like galloping or trotting. I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably, like I said, it's probably
Did he
the
say his
bear.
family
It was
spilled a lot
something
of
that was
blood
running
on
on
the
all
land?
fours. It was.
Peter.
Peter. Stuff around here, like,
What?
for
Huh?
sure.
Did he say his family spilled a lot of blood on this land? Did you hear him say that?
Guys, stop messing around.
Did he say his family spilled blood on this land?
Yeah, I was kind of confused about that.
Like slaughtering animals? Like, what kind of blood?
I didn't know. It was like, humans?
All right, let's just keep going. Fuck it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it came from this direction, so let's just check it out. Like I said, chances are, probably like, coyote, right?
Are we good?
Peter, you still rolling sound on this?
Hold on, I need to take my shirt off. It's getting so hot. Yeah, sound speeding.
All right, where'd you say you heard? Up here?
It was this way.
Okay.
Yeah, this is good.
Am I good?
Yeah, I think this is perfect.
Okay, guys, we just heard a howl, and in this area there hasn't been a native population of gray wolves since the area was first settled, so that means we're getting really close. And we heard something coming from this way. Not seeing anything. Right? Do you guys smell that?
Oh my god, yeah, watch
Yeah,
where you
what the
step.
fuck is that?
Yeah, watch where you step. I don't know.
Wait.
Randy, run! Fuck this, man!
Fuck!
Hey, you need to calm down. You need to calm down. Have you seen Peter? Fuck! Hey, don't worry about that right now.
No.
We need to find Val and we need to find Peter, okay?
Oh, fuck, he left us.
He probably just ran off. Come on, we need to keep going. Come on. I think I hear something. Peter? Peter, are you okay?
I don't know.
Peter?
What do I do?
What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god, Val, please, you gotta help us, please.
You need to get out of here.
What?
You need to get back in the woods.
No, we can't.
Get out of here.
Randy, no, Randy,
Get
Randy,
out of
Randy,
here.
Randy, we have to go. We have to go.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hey, help me! Help me!
Oh my god!
Help me!
We need to get out of here! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh my god! Stay with me!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, what do we do? Oh my god! Holy shit!
Oh my god, keep going. Oh my god, Randy, the keys! The keys! The keys!
Oh shit! Shit!
Okay.
Hey! Oh my god!
At some point that night, the 911 call center received a report that everybody was dead.
Mr. Curry, what happened then?
Fortunately, the responding officers got there so quickly that they were able to retrieve the footage before anybody knew the true gravity of the situation.
I mean, Mr. Curry, I'm looking at this. The footage does kind of conflict with the official report, doesn't it? I mean, the sheriff's department said nothing about the other 6 individuals caught on camera, not to mention the assailant that they encountered. No one has interviewed any of them.
Our paralegals were never able to even confirm the existence of anybody else. Val Pearson was the only lead. That went nowhere. There's so many unanswered questions about this whole case. I think if the families had not gotten legal representation, we wouldn't know anything about it. We have caught the Fairfield County Sheriff's Department in mid-cover-up, and we intend to do something about it.
I mean, I guess now that the footage is out there, what should we expect next?
Time will tell. Time will tell.
All right, everybody, that's a wrap.
All right, you did good. Let me get this real quick from you. You good?
Thank you, Mr. Curry. This is good.
And cut.
Bye.